What's going on, guys? It's your boy Snick, bringing you back to my channel with another video of a story time. Let's get into it.
Didn't even get to cross.
Alright guys, as you can tell by the title, it's just a prank, bro. I don't really know how to explain it other than telling a big ass long story. As always, I'm gonna get off track. You guys are gonna like it, and we'll call it a video. So back in the day, my mom, this was after my mom and dad's divorce. My mom actually found a guy that took very good care of us. He was quote unquote a stepdad. They weren't really married through like law, but by Arizona law, they were together longer than 7 years. They had a child together and stuff like that. Long story short, me and my sister and my mom, we all moved into my stepdad's house, and it was an apartment. So we weren't in the best living conditions really, but I had to share a room with my two older stepbrothers. My sister had to share a room with our two older stepsisters, and they loved family. Like, their family was always around. I liked their family. I still talk to them. Long story short, it was a busy lot of people in this apartment. So I was the youngest of the two, I was just the youngest at the time. My little brother wasn't even born yet. And since I was sharing a room with my two older stepbrothers, the oldest stepbrother, he was pretty nice to me, but my other stepbrother, he didn't really like me. I don't know why. I mean, still to this day, I can't figure it out. Maybe he just liked picking on me. I don't know. But it was me, my other stepbrother, and then one of his cousins. So they were picking on me. You know, I was probably like a good 8 years old, and he always picked on me. My stepbrother always picked on me. He would we would go at it, yeah, he would hit me and stuff like that, man. It was not cool. I was a tough kid. I dealt with it and whatnot. But this day, something was different. Like, his cousin was over. I wasn't really feeling the vibe at 8 years old. I knew something was about to go down because they just both walked in. I think I was taking a nap or something. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Beating my shit like it owed me money. I don't know. That's weird. But they burst into the room. We had bunk beds. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna try and hit me. So they started pounding on me. You know, Mexicans, they just fuck each other up. I don't know why. It's just a thing. I don't know. So I run up the top bunk, and the younger of the stepbrother, he tries coming up after me, and I'm on my back on the top bunk, and as soon as I see him, I fucking cock my foot back, and as soon as I see his head poke up, my heel just fucking straight to the nose. Boom! Blew his shit open, like blood coming down, dripping. He started crying, and yeah, so I don't know how, but he ended up running out of the room, and his cousin, which was like 10 years older than me, he got like a big body pillow, and he was all hitting me with it. So I got the covers over my head. I don't know why. I thought they would save me. So I had the covers over my head, and all I hear is, oh fuck, and I hear like these alarms going off, like fire alarms and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So I still have the blanket over my head, and I don't know what the fuck's going on, but the blanket is getting wet. So I'm like, oh shit. So I take the blanket off. It's already soaked, and like I'm getting rained on. So I guess, I didn't see it, but I guess when he was swinging that body pillow, in apartments they have those extinguishers on the top of the roofs, and they have little heads. If you hit the head, they either break off or they just turn on. So he swung the body pillow. That fucking head of the extinguisher snapped off, flooded the whole room. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get away with this. They're beating my ass. They're not gonna snitch or do anything. I run out of the apartment, and these, like the whole apartment complex, sirens or whatever, alarms are blaring, the whole complex. I'm like, oh shit, like we really fucked up. I'm out of here, Dad, come pick me up, whatever. My stepdad at the time, he comes running towards like the apartment. I don't know how he knew or what, but I mean, we were some fucked up kids, so he probably knew we had something to do with it, because I got into a lot of trouble at those apartment complexes. He sees his son first, which is my stepbrother, and his nose is bleeding, and he tells his dad like I kicked him in the nuts, and I'm like, wait, my stepdad at the time, he's like, yo, you shouldn't be kicking people in the nuts, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yo, look at his face. Like, his nose is bleeding. How the fuck did I kick him in the nuts? Well, he said you kicked him in the nuts, this and that. I was like, whatever, that's besides the point. But their room, our room is flooding right now. So you better go check that shit out. And he's all, what? So he fucking darted into the apartment and he runs back out. He's like, what the fuck did you guys do? Since I was the youngest kid, they fucking blamed it on me. The fucking fire department showed up. They were all mad at me. My mom was gonna have to pay a big ass fine. I was like, yo, look, I didn't do shit, man. Like, I know I'm a young kid, but I didn't do that, man. So the fire department ended up turning off the sprinklers or whatever the fuck they were, the extinguishers. And we walked back into the room and there was like 2-3 inches of water. And they blamed it on me. They're like, you're gonna have to get a job and have to pay for, because like my stepbrothers, they had big old speakers, they were into sound systems. This was before home theaters came out, so they had everything jimmy rigged into like having a theater system. It was dope, sounded good, but they were telling me I had to pay for all that. I was like, yo, I didn't do none of this. They were beating my ass. I stood up for myself, kicked SA in the face. I was under the blanket. After that, I don't know what happened. Blanket got soaked. I ran out. Water was coming down. Not my fault. So I don't really remember how that ended, but I didn't have to pay for anything. My mom kind of talked to my stepdad at the time saying, you know, look at him. He's not gonna fucking do any of this. He's not a troublemaker. Mom, you're so funny. But it really wasn't me. So long story short, I didn't have to pay for nothing. I was 8 years old. I had no clue of how I was gonna get a job at 8, but I didn't have to pay for nothing. Old dude's nose didn't break, but it was pretty fucked up. His shit was like dripping blood everywhere, and I'm pretty sure his cousin told my stepdad like, hey, it wasn't him, it was me. So he kind of owned up to it, I'm assuming, because after that day I never really heard anything about it. Basically we just had to like take all the mattresses, we had to take everything out of the room, let it dry, and that's about it. But other than that, guys, it was just a prank, bro. So other than that, if you made it this far in the video, just put, it's just a prank, bro. If you guys liked the video, please rate, comment, and subscribe. This is your boy Snick signing out. Until next time, peace. I'm out here, boy. I'm gonna go start real fires and shit. Alright? Peace.
Took time with the groundwork, no 9 to 5, my sound work, but like 5 to 9 and 9 to 5, I'm up. I know shit can go downward. Maybe next year I'll be on next. Double XL charter complex. How can they not see the boy? Biggest star in my apartment complex, yeah.